Hey everyone, welcome to Teaching Pathshala. In this video, we are going to talk about Allen's rule, and this topic we have taken from the unit of ecology. If we talk about the target audience for this topic, so it will include CSIR NET students, GATE Life Science students, BSc and MSc students, and the students who are preparing for different college examination. So this topic we have taken from the unit of ecology, and it is mainly the part of adaptation in animals. So let's start our topic with Allen's rule. So first main thing about the Allen's rule is that it is an extension of Boltzmann's rule. So somehow you are going to see more or less overall concept that is totally related to the Boltzmann's rule, that is the size, okay, surface area to volume ratio. All these things is also going to include in the Allen's rule, but there is a major difference in that which we are going to study. So the students who have not seen the Boltzmann's rule video, they can watch that, and after that they can watch this Allen's rule, because before the explanation, before the concept of Boltzmann's rule, there may be a little bit difficulty in understanding the Allen's rule. So the second most important point is it is also applied for the endotherms. That means the animals which are capable to produce heat with their metabolic activity, and finally they are going to use that heat to maintain their body temperature. That means indirectly we are talking about the homeotherms, okay, that is the warm blooded animals. So this Allen's rule is also applied is only applied for the endotherms, and it is an extension of the Boltzmann's rule. And the next similarity of Allen's rule with Boltzmann's rule is that it is also related to the animals of colder climate as well as the warmer climate. So in front of you there is total 2 definition regarding this Allen's rule. Let's go through the first one. The endothermic animals tends to have shorter extremities or external appendages, which is also known as the external organ, in colder region, and the animals of warmer climate will have larger external appendages. That means the animals which are living in the colder area, they will going to have a shorter external organ like ears, tails, okay, all these external organs will be shorter in size as compared to those animals which are present in warmer climate. So in simplified form we can say that the animals which are living in the warmer region, they are going to have larger external organs, and the animals which are living in the colder area, they are going to have a short external organs. Now the again question arises that what is the need of doing that, or what is the need of adapting such kind of features, okay. So again the concept is same, that if a particular organism or if a particular animal is going to have a larger size external organs, obviously that is going to help to maximize the heat loss from their body, okay. So that is why the animals which is supposed to be present in the warmer climate, they are going to have a large external organs like ear, tails, okay, because that overall larger external organs is going to help in maximizing the heat loss, so that they could able to survive in the extremely warmer condition. And this situation is totally opposite in case of animals which are living in the colder area, because there they need to minimize the heat loss, and like by doing that they have to retain maximum heat inside their body, so that they could make their survival possible in the colder area. So that is why they are supposed to have a shorter external organs like limbs, ears, okay. So with the help of this shorter external organs, they are supposed to minimize the heat loss, because surface area will be very less, and that is why the loss of heat will be minimum. So more or less the Allen's rule and the Boltzmann's rule, they are pointing toward the same concept, that is what kind of adaptation the animals which are living in the cold area have adopted, as well as the animals which are living in the warmer area, they are going to have some different kind of adaptation. But more or less they are pointing toward the same thing, that is the adaptation in animals of colder region and the warmer region. So in this way the Allen's rule is about the overall external extremities, or you can call it as external appendages or the external organs, okay. So Allen's rule is going to give you a concept that what size of external organs or external appendages should be present depending upon the area in which a particular animal is supposed to be present. And if we talk about the Boltzmann's rule, so that concept was totally related to the size of animals, that if a particular animal is living in a colder area, what will be the size and what will be the volume of that. In fact, we have dealt with some like surface area to ratio concept also. Okay, so all that concept will be related to the Boltzmann's rule. But if we are talking about the Allen's rule, so it is going to focus on the presence of a size of external appendages or external organs which is supposed to be there in particular organisms depending upon their different region. In the second line, it has been mentioned that this rule states that in warm-blooded animal species having distinct geographical population or geographic population, the limbs, ears and the other appendages of animals living in the cold climates tend to be shorter than in the animals of the same species living in the warm climates. So, the meaning of this line is that if you are taking a single species, okay, for example, let's take an example of wolf. So if you see the wolf, like morphological character or the features of wolf that is living in a colder climate and the wolf which is living in a warmer climate, all the features will be totally different, because they have adopted in such a way that they are supposed to survive in the particular environment in which they are living. Like the wolf which is living in a colder climate, it is going to have a short external appendages, and the wolf which is supposed to be found in the equator region or the warmer climate, it is going to have a large external appendages. If you see this rat which is supposed to be there in the warmer climate or the desert area, so you can see from the figure that it is going to have a large size ears as well as the large size tail. Okay, and this is going to help in maximizing the heat loss so that they could make their survival possible in a warmer climate. In comparison to that, if you see the animals which is supposed to be there in the colder region, they are supposed to have a short external appendages like limbs, ears. Okay, so in this way we can say that the colder region animals is going to have small external appendages, and the animals which are living in the warm area, they are going to have a large size external appendages. One more example is there, that is the example of hair. If you see this figure, then there is two type of hairs. One is supposed to be found in the colder climate, that you can see in the figure, that is the white one is supposed to be found in the colder climate, and this black one is going to be found in warmer climate. Okay, and according to that they have made all these adaptation. Like the hair which is supposed to be found in the warmer climate, they are going to have a large ear size, and this ear size you can compare with that hair which is supposed to be found in the colder climate, because it is having a small ear size. So in this way we can say that according to the Allen's rule, the animals which are present in the colder area, they are going to have short external appendages like limbs, tails, ears. Okay, and the animals which are present in the warmer area or warmer climate, they are going to have a large size external appendages. So with this we are done with the Allen's rule, and in the last video we have already done with the Boltzmann's rule. So in this way we have completed these two rules. If this video was helpful for you, then give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe this channel for getting more different videos on CSIR, NET, GATE and different examination. Thank you so much for watching this video.